Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's the leader of the cosmic armada, wolph Nara, and today we're going to be having more of a JJK review. I'm going to keep the review is silent, okay? The review is silent, so hey, my bad this week. I got the videos out, you know what I'm saying? I got the content out, but the audio wasn't even there. I am highly upset about that, so we're going to be pretty much talking about the Jujutsu Kaisen chapter from here, and what I think is going to go from there. And so, let's get started with the video.
Who really a factor? I done grew up as a bastard, stepped out the womb into a disaster. Designing drugs and guns on my city after, pray for the lackers. Cause it only get worse and they try to blame it on the rappers, label was factors. My rappy told me sign an affidavit, like my life and my family ain't matter. Do you know how I feel to get served to the court on the platter? That shit that happened. Lose your life, fella, soon like the months in the wound that your mama went through never happened. Seeing another lady, your baby was killed every summer, that shit like a...
And so, Choso, it starts off because he activated the painting move that we've been waiting to see up until this point. And so it seems that he activates it and he gets like these hands on his back for the cover story. And so when we look at the chapter a couple pages down, you see that the hands are actually Yuji and the other two brothers. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember their name because they was trash. I'm sorry, they trash. Even in my reread, I didn't even bother to remember these guys. I hated them. And so, we initially thought Choso was going to do the piercing blood because Kenjaku just stated, oh yeah, you're going to do piercing blood right now. And so, he actually uses the sword that he typically always uses. Kenjaku dodges. He just picked basically a ton of action, okay? A ton of action, okay? The choreography that Gege has always hits. Akatami, you be hitting with that choreography. I'm not gonna lie, it always hits. Like from like Choso like throwing the blood at him, he's using a cursed spirit to like block the blood and the cursed spirit to dodge or like kind of like float on the air. It looks like kind of like a cloud. And so then you have him saying like Wing King. And so it got me wondering, like, is he able to use the different abilities of his brothers as well through that painting, since they all pretty much came from the same blood? Is he able to utilize the people who he's connected to through blood abilities? And I think that'd be actually fire, because at that point we could potentially see exactly what if Yuji has a curse technique, since he is, you know what I'm saying, a son of Kenjaku, you feel me? Or Notoshi Kamo, you feel me? That he is his son. And so I definitely gotta see how that goes on. And so they continue to brawl, and just real simple action, you know what I'm saying? Throwing hands, you feel me? When you can't beat somebody with range, you kind of go into close combat more, so that way you can see if you can have an advantage there, so you can have the advantage of the range. And so he thinks that Kenjaku maybe needs a little more time to just throw out the cursed spirit, so he tries to pretty much mitigate the time in between attacks. And so he's saying that he's pretty much imitating his brother's attack, and that's what made me think like maybe he's able to actually utilize the different attacks of or the different curse techniques of his brothers. And so then he summons two spirits. Choso gets stabbed through the stomach. And then he sits there and monologue and says, once you imbue tracking into a skill, it can't be as fast as piercing blood. As your parent, I'm not affected by the poison in your blood. Just basically saying that initially comes from Kenjaku. So everything that he has pretty much used as an advantage against other opponents, it won't work on him. So he's gonna have to actually beat him with force. So, and then he kind of like gives himself motivation, because I was kind of like looking over the chapter a little bit. He gives himself motivation because he also like so elegantly. So basically saying he wants to have some style, like Jujutsu freely. And then he shoots his arm forward, kind of showing that he has so much control over the blood in his body that he's able to prepare his arm for it and grab Kenjaku. And then this entire sequence when he pulls him back, and then like Yuji, and then powerfully, like that's amazing. Then you see the blood reattaches, so he barely loses in the blood with that. And so he does destroy the cursed spirit. However, Kenjaku's perfectly unharmed. And then he says, how about this? And so now it looks like he just put tracking on 3 smaller pieces of blood. However, we found out towards the end like a couple pages down, there's actually just him using supernova, just a multitude, more than one of them. And so now it shows that everything was supposed to be around him was supposed to be destroyed. So Kenjaku activated some cursed technique that allowed him to pretty much negate anything or any cursed energy that comes from within a certain vicinity of him. Kind of similar to Gojo's ability that stops anything that's outside of him from touching him if he wants to. However, the only thing about it is he used a technique, which is fire. So at that point, Udahime jumps in. So now Udahime, she may have deciphered what technique Kenjaku essentially used. I definitely gotta see. I wonder what technique it is. It's like kind of like Almighty Push. You feel me? Like Pain from Naruto. You feel me? Because it could be that. You feel me? Or it could be just it's like something similar to how Gojo's ability to stop inertia or adjust inertia to the application of infinity. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of this chapter. You know, I typically don't do reviews, you know what I'm saying, on the channel. But if you guys want more reviews, I just have to make a format for it, of course, because, you know, I was kind of like everywhere, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. You feel me? But anyway, it's been your boy Wolf. Nara. Like, comment, and shit. Whatever. You feel me? Keep your cursed energy high.